Penn State has identified the issue of sexual assault and is taking action. James Franklin spoke positively about the students' reaction and what the lifted sanctions mean for the university. All athletes will have access to carbohydrate and protein-rich snacks like football players have here in the Lash building. Reynolds talked about how important a balanced diet is to his level of play. Today he got to share that message with a group of kids that don't always get to hear about the importance of a healthy diet. After losing their top 4 scores to graduation, the Lady Lions are still in the process of finding their identity. When the men's team kicks off its season on Friday against Morgan State, it knows where it'll be getting its scoring from, with players like DJ Newbill and Brandon Taylor. But on the women's side, the Lady Lions are still trying to figure out who will carry the offense when they face Towson this afternoon. Good afternoon, I'm Jake Somerville. President Obama is heading to Las Vegas today for a rally to drum up support for his immigration plan announced last night. Cases of viral meningitis have been showing up at Penn State, and doctors want students to be aware of this health risk. Hunting isn't the only season happening right now. The holiday season is underway, and that means Center County families are enjoying a tradition to find their favorite decoration. It's looking a lot like Christmas in Bellefonte this weekend, and not just from the snow. It's time for the town's signature holiday celebration.
You hear me, Black Lives Matter? Do you feel me?
Student protesters are bringing their message right to the door of Penn State University with a series of die-in protests. It's part of a national outcry against police brutality, following the decision by a Ferguson, Missouri grand jury not to indict Officer Darren Wilson in connection with the shooting death of 18-year-old Michael Brown. The Penn State protests were organized by a coalition of black organizations on campus, with the support of hundreds of other students and more than a few faculty members.
A lot of us were home when the verdict was released, so a lot of us went back to our hometowns and cities and started the movement there. And while we were home, we were planning how we would continue to respond once we got here.
Support for the protests came from the highest levels of the administration, with University President Eric Barron in attendance at one of the demonstrations. Students involved with the peaceful protests began organizing here at the Paul Robeson Center in the Hub. Within these offices, students created signs, distributed duct tape with messages across it, and planned their course of action.
You guys say no peace, hands up, then no, don't shoot, and then Black Lives Matter.
The die-in started Monday in the Hub, but quickly spread to other prominent locations across campus, including the steps of Old Main and the lobby of Petit Library. They also sparked debate across campus and across the country. On social media, some of the reactions turned ugly, prompting the university to release a statement condemning the posts.
We know over and over again this just divides. It doesn't solve anything, it just divides. It makes things worse. It always makes things worse. And so this is the part to be proud of.
Barron is one of a number of university presidents and faculty members who have taken heat for participating in the protests. While some argue that administrators should remain neutral, others say it's about time.
With President Barron, a change is coming. I don't think in the past that the president would have been out here showing solidarity with the students around the issue.
As the number of students and faculty taking part in the die-ins grew throughout the week, thousands more were protesting at universities in major cities across the country. For the Center County Report, I'm Jake Somerville. For athletes at Penn State, food and nutrition is about to become a much bigger deal.
The fueling stations are going to be in locker rooms, or they may even be on the field or at the site where the athlete is exercising. So the foods are going to be there when the athlete needs it.
Dr. Chris Clark works closely with teams on campus and says new so-called fueling stations will give athletes access to more food to replace the calories they burn on the field. The program is a part of a new NCAA mandate for universities to play a greater role in the health of their athletes. Penn State will commit as much as $750,000 towards the plan. When the new fueling stations pop up at the end of the month, all athletes will have access to carbohydrate and protein-rich snacks like football players have here in the Lash building. Men's soccer coach Bob Warming has focused on a high level of health and fitness for his players since stepping into his position in 2010. Now he's reaping the benefits as his well-conditioned team ranks third in the nation.
It's been important to me for forever with our players, and just this new program is just going to enhance the little things that we were doing before.
Senior Michael Robinson transferred here after playing his first 2 years at Penn State Altoona and saw quick results.
One of the big things that we need to focus on is recovery. because we have a lot of games in a week. Sometimes we'll have 3 games in a week, and just rest alone won't do it. We need to keep our nutrition up.
But with the special attention for athletes, some other students question whether improved health needs to be more of a university-wide initiative.
I think they're a step in the right direction, but I think they're also forgetting that there's other students at this school who need nutrition help too.
Dr. Clark ensures that better nutrition is a focus across campus.
I do think at the snack bars located on campus, we see more nutritious options. So I think always our food service program is trying to optimize the opportunity to eat healthy campus-wide.
From University Park, I'm Jake Somerville for the Center County Report.